Welcome back. I'm Larry. So tonight we're working on my 1976 Ford truck and we're going to get that engine that I built finally installed. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, we got the flywheel on, and this time I did have this plate that came with this engine. I ain't never had one in before, so I installed it just for extra reinforcement. I also always put RTV on the bolts. Cleveland's do, or at least all the ones I've seen, don't have holes to go all the way or holes to go all the way through. The crank, I know some 302s do, so you have to put RTV on them. I do it just as like a thread locker, extra assurance, but it is ready to go in the truck now. I'm gonna do on the first try. I'll have to go up some more. Alrighty guys, we got it in the hole and it is close to being lined up. So I'm not gonna bore the whole process because it's a tight fit. I gotta get underneath the truck, put a bolt in the bell housing and get it lined up to the block and get that mated together. Then I can finish dropping on in the hole. So we'll come back after I get it actually in the truck and the transmission is bolted up. Alrighty guys, so I said I was gonna come back after I got the transmission bolted up and the engine actually set down. Well, as you can see, I got a lot further than that. So I couldn't help myself. I was so excited and I was just ready to get as much done as possible. And yes, this video is in the same night that I shot dropping engine in when I said I'd come back. So this is what we have right now. It is like completely done. Everything is hooked up. Everything is installed. Everything should be good to go. The only thing I have left is I ran out of antifreeze. I didn't buy enough, so I'm gonna have to go get some more distilled water tomorrow so I can mix up some more antifreeze, because I only use distilled water. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to just get it out of the tap, but yeah, it's got a little bit too many minerals and stuff in it. I don't like using it. I like using distilled water, especially when I'm running an aluminum radiator. It's just better for it. So, and less corrosive. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So I'm at a stopping point here, which is late. It's like, as I'm shooting this video, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I cannot be starting this up right now and running it for 30 minutes at like 2,500 RPM. So, but yeah, it looks great. My baby's looking back to the way that I know her to be and love her to be. And so we are getting there. It is, I'm excited. I'm real excited about how far we've got. So now, I could go ahead and put this back, but I'm not going to. I'm leaving the air compressor off for now. I'm going to crank the engine up. I'm going to get it broke in, make sure everything's running right. This way, it's out of my way. I don't have that tall bracket in my way. I don't have the air compressor in the way. And that way, I can get to the distributor if I need to make any adjustments to the timing and all that. It's a lot easier with that out of my way. So once I get the engine broke in, I'll come back, bolt that down and everything, and then that'll be good to go. But that's little stuff, no big deal. But she's back. She's back, looking like she was. But even better than ever this time. So yeah. Alrighty guys, it's a brand new day and the radiator is full of antifreeze. So now it is time to finally fire this beast off for the first time. first fire off. All right. I did see that we are going to have to adjust the timing a little bit. It is a little bit low, which I expected that. So I'm going to make a quick little adjustment to that, and then we'll fire it up again. I think I went the wrong way on that one. And I'm going to raise the idle up just a touch. See, our temperature looks good, oil pressure looks good, everything looks good there. Everything's great. We're good to go. Hell yeah. Alrighty guys, the engine is broke in and she sounds great. Nice and quiet, runs smooth. I think there might be a little teeny tiny bit of a light tap, so I have to adjust the valves, but for just a set on the stand, that's good enough to run. You can drive it just like that. Give you a sound clip. Not a super aggressive cam, which is good. That's what I wanted. I didn't want an aggressive cam. I wanted something that sounded good, but would still be not so radical. And I got exactly what I wanted. I'm happy with it. Alrighty guys, well that is it. I'm finally got my truck back on the road, got the engine installed. It sounds great, it runs great, it pulls hard, strong, sounds better than the last cam, honestly. But this engine also has more compression and a bigger cam. Not a whole lot bigger, but it is a bigger cam, and like I said, more compression. It has a whole ratio, or a whole another level of ratio more. I had 9.5 to start with on the first engine I built. This one has 10.5, so a lot more. Like I said, a whole compression ratio up, so makes it hit harder, makes it sound deeper, gives it more power, more torque. And I couldn't be happier with it. I'm glad that I was able to do this. Like, I hate that the engine blew up, but at the same time, it's kind of a blessing because I got to build the one that I really wanted. It's kind of ironic because right before that first engine blew up, I was just talking that very day about wanting to pull it back out to change the heads and the cam in it, possibly put roller rockers on it, stuff like that. Put aluminum heads on it. Put the cam that's in it now in it. And then that night it did that. So it's kind of like the truck's listening to me and it agrees, like it wants it done as well. So kind of ironic and kind of funny, but so it kind of worked out for the better for me. Yes, more money, but I got to have the fun of building it again, and also gives me more experience in checking things and measuring things and doing things like that. So really cool. And I got to add some extra cool parts this time. So that's really cool. But yeah, it runs great, sounds great. If you let me know down in the comments what you think about the build and how it turned out, how it sounds, and yeah, share your thoughts and leave them on the drop box down below. That's all there is for this video. I just wanted to come on here and say thanks for watching as always, and I'm glad that I have my truck back on the road. I miss that truck. I love that truck. So even if I don't drive it every single day, I love being able to, just knowing that I can get out there and go get it anytime I want to. So. But that's all there is for this video. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free. Come on. And any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the drop box down below. And that's all there is for this video. So until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.